In the winter of 1973, a small research team from the Soviet Academy of Sciences arrived at the frozen expanse of Lake Baikal under complete secrecy. The nearest village lay 30 kilometers away. Officially, they were studying acoustics beneath the ice, but only 3 people in Moscow knew the truth. Weeks earlier, a Soviet satellite in polar orbit had detected a repeating electromagnetic pulse rising from beneath Baikal's southern basin. At first, engineers thought it was an error, but the signal returned every 12 hours, perfectly timed. The team built a temporary field base of tents and antennas on the ice and called it Station 13. The number was meant as a joke, but soon it felt like a warning. At night they heard a low vibration beneath the frozen surface. Divers descending through narrow shafts reported malfunctions. Depth gauges spun, and their heads filled with echoes like whispers. One diver later wrote that he heard voices, not in his ears but inside his skull. On February 6th, sonar picked up a perfect circle 50 meters below. 3 volunteered to investigate. Through the murky water they saw a metallic curve, a dome 15 meters wide, resting silently on the lakebed. When the lead diver touched it, the surface vibrated softly, and a deep tone filled the water. Ice cracked above them. Seconds later, all communication went dead. Only a low hum remained on the radio. Rescuers pulled the divers up. 2 were unconscious, covered in frost from rapid decompression. The 3rd never returned. Those who survived said they felt a presence in their minds telling them. Within hours, the commander sent a coded message to Moscow. The next day, soldiers from Irkutsk sealed off the area. Scientists were ordered to depart and sworn to silence. Station 13 became classified. Witnesses from a weather outpost later reported convoys of trucks crossing the ice at night. One, marked A91, carried a lead-sealed cylinder weighing about 3 tons. By morning, all vehicles were gone. Days later, locals found broken ice and scattered metal debris. The military declared the region unsafe and removed it from official maps. But rumors spread. The lake had swallowed something it should not have. In the following years, strange accounts spread among nearby villages. Fishermen described glowing rings beneath the ice and a low hum that made their compasses spin wildly. Each spring, when the lake cracked open, they swore they heard metal echoing from below. The authorities denied every report, yet military patrols still circled the area. Local legends called it the Singing Ice. Few dared to fish there after dark. Those who did returned with headaches, nausea, and dreams of green light beneath the water. Decades later, in 2003, a retired engineer named Sergei Kostin contacted a journalist from Novosibirsk. He claimed to have worked at a facility near Omsk where the Baikal object was secretly delivered after the incident. According to Kostin, the structure wasn't metal at all, but transparent, crystalline, almost alive. It shimmered under fluorescent light, and when technicians approached, their instruments flickered as though sensing a magnetic storm. Whenever scientists tried to cut or drill into the surface, their tools failed. By morning, every mark was gone. The object seemed to heal itself. Engineers joked it was breathing. Yet when powered, it pulsed with a slow, rhythmic wave. That pulse disrupted nearby radios and even stopped wristwatches. The team isolated the crystal in a vacuum chamber, recording its emissions for months. Some believed it was communicating. Others thought it was simply waiting. Then, one night, the pulses ceased entirely. The object went dark. The research was halted and files were sealed under top-secret classification. 2 weeks after giving an interview, Costin was found dead in his flat. No certificate was issued. Years later, in 2015, sonar scans of the same region of Lake Baikal again revealed a perfect hemispherical shape under the ice. The frequency matched the 1973 recordings exactly. 1 beat every 12 hours, like a living pulse. Modern scientists noticed that the pattern resonated within the same range as human brainwaves during REM sleep. It was as if the signal were somehow tuned to consciousness itself, or to something buried deep within it. No expedition has returned since. Locals say that on silent winter nights, the ice hums softly, and faint blue light glows beneath the frozen surface, as though the lake still remembers what was taken from its depths. Some researchers believe the resonance that once pulsed beneath Baikal never truly stopped. They say the ice only muffled it, keeping the vibration trapped beneath layers of silence until the next shift in magnetic fields awakens it again. Others insist it was simply a geological echo, a rare acoustic illusion produced by pressure and temperature changes under the ice. Yet no known natural pattern repeats every 12 hours with mathematical precision. In the mid-2010s, independent divers attempted to revisit the coordinates. Their equipment malfunctioned the moment sonar reached the old depth. Cameras froze, and battery lights flickered out one by one. Local guides warned them not to continue. One man described feeling the ice vibrate through his boots, as if something beneath was breathing. The divers left before nightfall, shaken but unwilling to speak on record. Government agencies have denied any renewed interest in Lake Baikal's anomalies. Yet satellite data still show faint electromagnetic pulses emerging from the same region every few weeks, fading into the magnetic noise of the planet. For scientists, it remains an unsolved mystery, a blend of physics and folklore. For the locals, it is a presence older than memory itself. They say the lake is alive, guarding whatever lies at its heart from human hands. In long winter nights, travelers sometimes claim to see a pale glow spreading under the frozen surface. Some think it's reflected starlight. Others whisper it's the return of Station 13, still watching from below. Records of the expedition remain classified. Even today, official archives list no project under that name. The divers' logs vanished and the families received letters with blank signatures and red seals of the Soviet ministry. Half a century later, the hum still finds its way through the ice. Whether it comes from metal, crystal, or the echo of lost voices, no one knows. But those who have heard it never forget the sound. They call it the heartbeat of the lake. Some listen in awe, others in fear. Perhaps it is not the lake that remembers, but what still sleeps beneath it, waiting for the moment when silence will no longer hold.